You want to turn on the TV and turn on the station? Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, man. I'm sorry we're having technical difficulties. It's technology. I can't do nothing about it. I've seen more than one person have an issue today with their StreamYard and streaming. So I don't know if it's the YouTube. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the internet. I don't know. All I do know is that been a few people that's been trying to go live today. It's been more than one person trying to go live today. And a few people that more than a couple of people are having problems. And do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, see me and hear me clearly. Do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up if you see me and hear me clearly. Give me a thumbs up, please. So, because we're trying to talk about some real shit today. So I want to make sure that y'all can hear me know in the chat. Salute Jay Quill, man. Good afternoon, brother. Good afternoon. I mean, so y'all see me and hear me because I'm looking at myself. Excuse me 1 second. I'm looking at myself and the shit look choppy. Shit look choppy. Yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to cook. Hey, salute Paul Ramirez, man. How you doing, brother? It's the afternoon where I'm at. Time zone y'all brothers is in. I want to salute everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody watching. Hit that like button. Sorry we're having technical difficulties, man. I can't control the internet. I can't control the way YouTube works. But you know, sometimes these people don't want us dropping knowledge like that. Facts are facts, man. Facts are facts. So we're gonna talk about this is what we want to hit up today. Today we're gonna hit a real topic. We're gonna get off the bullshit. We're gonna get off all this other stuff. And this is what we're gonna talk about. Y'all tell me what's the difference between Bloods, Crips, Republicans, and Democrats? What's the difference? You know what I mean? Pacific time. Okay, that's what's up. I appreciate y'all coming in here checking in, man. And you know how we do. For no reason, y'all, like a Tourette syndrome. Just scream out, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily for no reason. I mean, if you hear talking in the background, I'm sorry, my wife is doing one of my daughter's nails. No, I'm not. That's how it works. They're doing something over there. They're doing something over there. So, pardon that. I mean, we got a family over here, B. It is what it is. Excuse me, my runny nose, man. I'm still getting over this little cold. But we gonna get into this shit. Because there's been a lot of fuckery going on YouTube, huh, baby? There's been a lot of content, and yeah, I fell into it because you know, in real life, what you want, okay? In real life, people don't. It's not like that. But this is a real life topic because I got a question. You ever wonder why the Bloods and Crips and the Democrats and Republicans, why they rep the same colors? You ever think about that? You ever think about if you put the Bloods and Crips bandanas together, all the colors that you're looking at is the same exact colors on the American flag, red, white, and blue? You ever think about that? You ever wonder why there's never been an independent to win? What color is the independent? Are they white? Because I don't know if it's the Republicans or the Democrats. One of them niggas is red and the other one is blue, just like the Bloods and the Crips. Get what I mean? What colors are the independents white? Is that who the white is in the flag? Because what's the difference between Bloods, Crips, Republicans, and Democrats? What's the difference? You know what I mean? You see how the Republicans got that B first. See that? And the Democrats got that. I wonder which one, baby, are the Republicans red? Ain't that a bitch? And they got a BL right here. right? And the Democrats got a CR and they're blue. What the fuck? Ever think about that? I don't know. I don't understand. What's the difference? That Bloods and Crips, they willing to die for this, and Republicans and the Democrats are willing to make sure we die for theirs. Think about that. Bloods and the Crips are willing to die for theirs. Republicans and Democrats are willing to let us die for, because it's the left wing, the right wing, right? These two motherfuckers, whichever one is which, they're the same bird. They're the same bird. They always talk all this fly shit, right? But if you don't have a certain amount of income, you can't even run for president, because going to each city and each town to doing your presidential run, that shit costs bread. Every location is almost like $1 million you got to spend to do your presidential campaigning in that town, in that city. All of it. All of it. Whether if it's getting your permits, it's the fuel, the food, all the people, all of it. It's like $1 million. So it comes back to money. Is that the reason why the independent has never won? I'm just saying. What up, Chef's Cup, man? What's up today? What's the difference between Blood, Crips, Republicans, and Democrats? What's the difference? What's the difference? You tell me. What's the difference? Because their colors in total make the flag. Even the Confederate flag was blue with white and red fucking, or was it red with white with the stars in blue? It's still red, white, and blue. You get what I mean? It don't matter if it's Bloods, Crips, Republicans, Democrats. It's still red and blue. You ever wonder about that? You ever wonder why the police colors are red and white, blue and white, black and whatever? But all them niggas bang for green and white. They all bang for money. They all bang for money, because that's what runs the U.S. government in today's day is money. You ever think about that? Y'all niggas don't think about that kind of shit, man. You know what I mean? So it's like shit barely makes any kind of sense. It just don't. You know what I mean? And I don't understand why even now I still look hella shitty looking at it. See, normally it don't look like that bad. I guess today's that day that YouTube just don't want nobody to be up there, or none of us in our community, because we've tried. I've gone on. I watched Shut Up and React go on. I watched Knowledge is Key go on. And all their lives, niggas having problems. I just had to turn off the laptop and do it again. Still having a problem. In a minute, I'm about to just go live on my phone. True shit. I'm about to just go live on my phone in a minute. I'm about to do a third one, because the shit make no sense. I'm looking at myself. And can y'all at least hear me clearly? I know y'all ain't seeing me clearly. Give me a couple of thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. Because this little race they have going on is against us. Remember that. The race they got going on is meant for us to lose. Remember that. That's why the laws are set the way they are. That's why when you in the hood and you step out your hood, there's bodegas and package stores. Every other corner you can buy alcohol. Every other corner you can get a drug. But when you go to the rich neighborhoods, like in my state, I live in Connecticut. In my state, a rich neighborhood is called Greenwich, Connecticut. That's one of the rich cities, towns in my state, right? When you go to that fucking place, you don't see package stores on every corner. You don't see corner stores on every corner. You don't even see package. You know what they're called? Wine is spritzers. Get what I mean? Think about that. It's not a package store where you can buy your alcohol, your wine, your beer, all at one location in one package. Not like that. I mean, it's all the same shit. Hey, salute, Miss 504. How you doing? How you doing this afternoon? Salute, salute, salute. And it's like, if these Democrats and these Republicans got the game set up the way they got it set up, right? Tell me, what's the difference between Bloods and Crips? Because the last time I recall, the Bloods and Crips came after the Black Panther Party. Salute, Grizzly Moolah. Salute, brother. You can always click that link. It's like, I believe I dropped it. Oh my God, the link didn't drop again? Did it like 4 times? I don't understand. That shit one more time, man. I don't know why that link. There it is. You can always click that link, Grizzly, and give us your point of view. Because the Democrats and Republicans, they're setting up laws. They setting up laws to keep us fighting one another. They got the system set up so we fight one another. Check it out. Peep the fly shit, right? Excuse me. So check it. These white people, they'll learn a way, they'll learn a loophole in the system how to succeed, and they'll share it with each other. And then they all come up. Us in the hood, we'll learn a way how to succeed. And what do? We take our little shit, we move off in the corner, we get a weapon, and we say, yo, this is my shit. You know what I mean? But then when you get a nigga, because there's this rapper, and if I have to screen share it, because Shut Up and React was talking about it, I seen it a few days ago. I didn't really want to talk about it, but after Shut Up and React's live earlier, it sparked the interest between Shut Up and React's live and Knowledge is Key's live this morning. Between both of those, they sparked something. So it's like, where did you get that sweatshirt? I don't know. My wife got it from me. It says, um, let's just say, baby, cannabis cures corona. She got this shit from Positivity CT. But it's like, so now peep the fly shit. You got the Bloods and Crips banging over territory that they will never own. In other words, you're banging for blocks and corners that are occupied by buildings that you will never own. Because the United Snakes of America, you never own anything United Snakes of America. Why? Because you still got to pay property taxes. If you got to pay taxes, that means you don't own it. Remember that. Taxes came from the kings and queens back in the day. You had to pay taxes to live on the land. That's why you paid taxes. Remember the Robin Hood stories? Remember when the knights used to come through with the swords and give up taxes? That's because you're living on the king's land. That was in essence your rent. So if you're paying property taxes, that means you never own it. So now you got the Republicans and Democrats making laws that'll keep us fighting one another and keep them moving up and keep using us as a stepping stone to push us further down, right? So now this is what I'm talking about with the division inside a division, right? So they make us divide with Bloods and Crips and all these other gangs that shoot at each other and rob each other and do all this wild shit, right? But check it out. They're Democrats and Republicans as how they divide, but they don't shoot at each other. They don't kill each other. Ain't that a bitch? They still get together to make laws to hinder you and me. What I mean by you and me, I mean the poor man. Because it's levels. You know what I mean? It's racism, but if you have enough money, you can buy your way out of racism. You're born a nigga, but you can always become a rich nigga. You get what I mean? But you're still a nigga. That's never gonna go away. Even the way the laws are set up. Think about it. They're passing laws in the middle of the night that affect a lot of Americans right now that are on unemployment. And you don't even know what's going on. You got to go to YouTube. You got to look at the news. You got to wait for the information, right? So you got to wait for information from motherfuckers that aren't affected from the situation, but are the ones controlling this situation and have all aspects and say on the financial aspect of the situation that they're not reflected to or from. In other words, they're not being affected by them not having the money. We are. They're not being the one affected by Corona. We are. It's a fact. These dudes, I don't care what job you have. You go to work almost every day of the week, right? To take a vacation whenever you want, right? 14 days. These motherfuckers come off vacation to go to work for a few days, back on vacation to come back to work for a few days, to go back on. What kind of job is that as a politician? What kind of a job is that? I never heard of no career path where you have more time off and time in, but you're clocking all day. Like, what? How many poor politicians are there? I'm just asking. How many poor politicians have you ever heard of saying, yo, I gotta wait for these food. Yo, who buying food? Who's selling food stamps? I gotta pay for some kids. I gotta pay for my kids' food. When have you ever heard of a politician? Half of the shit you say in the morning before you get paid, when have you heard of a politician say similar sentences? What I mean is, if you get paid Friday and it's Thursday and your refrigerator's on E and your bank account on E, you like, how am I gonna feed my family? When have you ever heard of a politician say some shit like that? These motherfuckers, what I say, they go from vacation to vacation. They'll come to work for 3 and 4 days, pass a couple laws, shut us up, and go back on vacation. What kind of a job is that? What kind of career is that? Tell me, has anyone ever heard of a poor politician? Ever? Jesse the Body Ventura got out of politics because the government is completely fraudulent. He said that Republicans and Democrats are like the WWE, enemies on camera and party backstage. Point made. I'm going to give you another prime example of this. Your lawyers and your prosecutors, same shit. Everybody thinks that lawyers and prosecutors hate each other. In actuality, public defenders' offices and that direct prosecutor, they have lunch with each other every day. You know why? Because they get paid from the same exact bank account. They work for that same exact court. That judge is basically their boss. They all getting paid from the same fucking account, but they're making decisions on your life that you feel the repercussion from, and they go home. Jesse the Body Ventura is the one who played the video, the visual of the second building of 9/11, where you see the glass on the lower floors explode out before the plane hit. The second plane, before it hit the second building, Jesse Ventura breaks down the footage and he shows it that on the lower floors, the buildings blew out. Black smoke came out of the lower floors seconds prior to the plane hitting the building. He put it out there. So, yeah, shit is real. They passed the Federal Reserve Act on Christmas Eve, 1913, when 80% of Congress was on vacation. That was the biggest scam in the history of the 50 states. All they do is pass in the middle of the night. Think about it like this, man. There's a couple of YouTubers, right? These fucking guys, they got over hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? You know what they talk about? Stimulus checks and unemployment updates. Think about this. In a 30-day span, you'll probably get 1-2 days of actual information where they make a difference, where they're going to do something. If they don't do it, if they do it, different story. But the point is, you don't have too many days of content to bring on their actions, right? But these YouTubers, they post every day, more than once, and they got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and all they talk about is unemployment and stimulus checks, and ain't nothing even happened. Niggas ain't had a stimulus check in how long? But every day they making videos on it, and they got hella subscribers. Why our community, Bloods and Crips, always fight each other, but their community, no matter what, always supports each other. But they make it. Remember what I told you about the game of the politics. These two motherfuckers right here, Democrats and Republicans, the name of the game is to make it look like these two niggas hate each other. It's the name of the game. They stand for two different things. They stand for two different types of Americans, and they clash. They don't mix. But peep the fly shit. Both of these niggas, none of them live in the ghettos, all right? But they speaking for us. But they don't live in the ghettos. Both of these parties get paid from the same account that the unemployment benefits are coming from. This is why I say that these two parties, they down with the same gang. They just rep two different sets of the same gang. That's it. Because the how do you say, the game of them looking like they're going against each other on all topics. Think about it like this, man. How many of y'all don't agree with Donald Trump being president? And how many of y'all agree with it? How many of y'all don't agree with Biden being president? How many of y'all agree with it, right? Now you think about all these people you know that want Trump or don't, want Biden or don't, right? Now you take politics out of the conversation. How many things you and that person have in common? A lot more than you fucking think, right? So what's to tell you that these two aren't the same? Today, you gotta think about it like this. Let's say you have a best friend and you're a Democrat and your best friend's a Republican. Y'all getting paid to argue all day. That's it. About whatever the fuck. Argue about this, and you're gonna get paid for that. And y'all go home. And then y'all kids gonna do the same shit. And y'all kids gonna do the same shit. Meanwhile, our kids is growing up in hoods, having to sell drugs, having to steal to eat, having to steal to put clothes on their back. Think about that. Niggas finding needles and crack pipes and fucking in the playscapes and the play yards and shit. You're finding all kinds of what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word. I want to use it because paraphernalia, because that's what they use for you when they arrest you. Paraphernalia. They or they get probable cause because they see paraphernalia in your ashtray. In other words, they see a roach clip, so now they have probable cause to search your car. That paraphernalia gave them the probable cause they needed to search your car without a warrant. What? Have you ever met a cop that worked with his son? A generational shit. This is what I'm talking about. This is why me and you don't understand how these two parties could go from vacation to coming to work for a few days to back on vacation. So what you telling me that you're getting $1,000 an hour? Because how does your salary make sense if you're on vacation more than you work? How does your salary work? You're getting $1,000 an hour because out of 30 days, you're only working like a week. So you're on 3 weeks of vacation, week of work. So we'll give you 7 days. What are you getting? $9,000 a day, mama? Because you were more on vacation than you are working. But what do you say? Oh, me and my neighbor, we got on the yacht and we had a business meeting about this law and that law. So now my yacht, the fuel, tax write-off. The food, tax write-off. Whatever we spend, tax write-off. Because it's attributed to the Congress. When I say loopholes, these niggas created a game. It's like Monopoly, right? But don't look at Monopoly like the player. Look at Monopoly like if you created Monopoly. So when people say, yo, when people say, I think you're taking it well, I want to know your viewpoint. So I think like Monopoly, people say, yo, the system is broken. You need to fix it. Nah, brother, you're looking at it the wrong way. You got to look at it from their perspective, their point of view. The people who made the system. The system is made to keep us fucked up and then successful. What's been happening? We've been fucked up and they've been hella successful. That means this bitch is flourishing. The system is working better than they thought. It's working better. So when you're like, yo, the system is fucked up, nah, in actuality, the system is awesome. Because the system is meant to keep the colored man fucked up. It's a fact. We ain't talking preference. This ain't racism. Take your personal point of view, take your personal feelings, your personal attachment to the situation, disregard that. Because it doesn't matter what I feel like or what I want to believe or think, that sky is blue. Doesn't matter what I feel like, the ceiling is white. Get what I mean? It doesn't matter what I feel like or what I want to think, slavery happened. And the laws have kept us to make a different type of slave. Because what I say, it starts with race, then ends with class. So you could be born a nigga, but you can die a rich nigga, like Jay-Z, but you still shit go left, they're gonna treat him like me or you. It's a fact, man. Let me get back in this comments, man. Greetings, faith and all intenders. Hey, get that money. Miss No Nonsense Stucky. Get that money, man. Let's see. Donald Trump isn't a politician. Biden is a career politician. Biden has been in politics longer. And yep, you're right. It's only known for the bullshit he's done. 94 crime bill versus the STEP Act. All right, so now check it. Do you know? Let me give you two facts. Do you know that, with three, do you know that America's a capitalist country? Number one fact. Two, do you know Joe Biden supported the segregation of blacks and whites back in the day? Joe Biden been racist. When he was young, like younger than me, in other words, when he's young enough for you to run down on him and he could defend himself, get it? He's racist. Now that he's a lot older, he's what? Racist, nigga. He's just hiding it well. Fuck you mean? They're all racist, bro. Fuck you mean? There's pictures and there's visual on YouTube with Donald Trump and his parents wearing some KKK shit when Donald Trump was a kid, bro. They're born in the way niggas is born into Bloods and Crips. They're born into that shit too. It's the same shit. It's like when your father runs a cult. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be born into a cult, nigga. It's the same shit. I don't get why niggas don't want to put that shit in their head. It's the same shit. If you're indulging in that gang life all the way and you support it all the way and you're with it all the way, what you think you're gonna do with your kid, nigga? You're gonna give your kid the foot up, the heads up that you didn't have. That's what they do. They put the kids in the politicians, into the doctor. They do all of that to give them the foot up that we never had. So you ever wonder why when you coming out of school, you having a bad morning when you was a kid, whether if it was middle school or elementary, because high school, your brain is already so middle school, elementary. You remember on the rainy days, you were running late, you woke up tired, whatever the case may be, you run into the bus stop, you just make it right before the bus get there, and you look, and there's this motherfucker skipping down to the bus stop, all happy in the rain. And you're like, why the fuck this little nigga so happy? Because that little nigga, unlike you, don't worry about bills. Like the bills don't attack him that hard. What I mean is that their background is set so they can have better financial jobs. They're more attract. I say this all the time. The government back in the day created the law to make us unattractive males. They made the alpha male to be unattractive. What I mean by that is that they create the law, they create you. There's an environment that you're put into, right? You got an environment, your community. Now you're born into the struggle. You don't know any different. You don't know what it is to be good money. All you know is poor until you see somebody. And when you're young, they stick out. Why? Easy. Quick question. As you growing up, you're mad at all the shit that you want to have and your parents can't afford it. You're mad at all the people you see having the shit that you want. You mean you're not necessarily mad, but you become like envious. You're young, so you don't understand what's coming over you. You're young. But then you see that kid that none of that shit matters to because they were raised different. What we feel is important, they're not even taught that. So when you're out there talking about the who's the best athlete, who got the hottest sneakers, who got the hottest beat, these motherfuckers is getting taught at home who's the better politician, who's the better judge, what's the better career path, what's the better lifestyle. When we used to hear our parents talk shit to the one parent, talk shit to the other, then when the father would take off, the mother would usually look at the kid and say, you ain't gonna be shit just like your daddy. They would say the opposite. You gonna be better than your daddy. Think about that. And what do they see their daddy do? They see their father go to work every day. They got a nice little house. They don't need for nothing. Their family's nice and, not having financial arguments that bleed into other shit. They don't have them issues like that. They talk to them differently. So they're raised with a different type of energy. They're coming into the universe vibrating a different type of energy. Some shit that you learn as an adult, they're teaching their kid as a baby. So when you see this person and you're like, damn, why the fuck is you so happy every motherfucking day? You see the nigga that's driving in front of you, I want to shoot that nigga. And this motherfucker in his car happy as fucking Jello. Yeah, nigga, I said Jello because I like to eat Jello, nigga. Who don't like Jello? What the fuck? They give you Jello when you don't feel good in the hospital, nigga. This nigga happy as Jello. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like you came up with 9 different reasons of why you unhappy today because of some shit that happened yesterday when you was a kid. Like, damn, I really wanted pork chops and you got some rice and fucking peas. No meat. I mean, you want to take a nice hot shower. You woke up, your power was out in your whole neighborhood. That's why you woke up late, because your alarm clock didn't go off. The boiler in your building ain't working. You ain't got no electricity, you ain't got no power to warm that shit up. So you had to, you know what I mean? You had to take a shower in cold water. Now you running late, you run outside, it's fucking raining. You're like, what the fuck? You barely get to the bus stop in time, and then you look, and this motherfucker's scripting down the fucking street like he got normal time. Get there 30 seconds before the bus. It's normal time. We grow up to become Bloods and Crips. That little nigga grew up to be a Democrat, Republican. Then 9 out of 10, you don't never see that motherfucker again. Because there's white kids that I went to school with, I never seen them niggas again. I'm talking about, like, I seen these niggas. We went to middle school together, elementary school together. They didn't come to high school. Not the same. I went to all right. So I got kicked out of every school in my city. No, I mean literally every single school. All of them. No, all of them. I went to every elementary school in my city because I got kicked out of all of them. I went at my time. At first, there was only 2 middle schools in my city in New Britain. One was called Pulaski, one was called Slade. I got kicked out of both of them. I went to Slade for like 3 hours, got kicked out because that's on the other side of town. So once them niggas seen me, we started banging. 3 hours. I didn't even make it to lunch. Expelled. Then the following year, they opened up a 3rd middle school. Kicked out of that one 2 months in, 3 months in. That one was called Roosevelt. I didn't even finish. Kicked out. Went to court. I was a minor. They made the school take me back. Got kicked out again. I went to both high schools. One is a public high school. One is a trade high school. The trade, you got to get accepted in. What I mean is you got to have good enough grades. I had the grades. I had no problem learning. Just didn't get along with other kids and staff. I just didn't get along. So I kept getting in trouble. I'm in high school getting arrested. The court system makes, the school is called E.C. Goodwin Technical School. They make the court makes them take me. I get kicked out of there. I go back to the high school in my city, it's called New Britain High. I get kicked out of there. So now, mind you, the kid went to school with me. I was in the school with him in elementary and middle, but I told you I went to every school because I got kicked out of all of them. I met one white kid that was born on Christmas Day. Ain't that a bitch? I said, yo, how that work? Do you get, like, does it suck because you only get, because, you know, in the hood, nigga, you get Christmas is on your birthday? You celebrating them both at the same time, nigga. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas on one gift, nigga. That's you. Whole lot. Because I know somebody whose birthday's Christmas Eve, and they always celebrate it on Christmas. They only got one day to celebrate. This nigga said early in the morning, he would get up, open all his Christmas gifts. Later on that night, birthday party. That a bitch. That's me. Never seen him again. Never heard from him. A lot of motherfuckers don't even remember his name. I do. He's the only person, only white person I ever went to school with like that. His bus stop was a lot closer to the school. Yeah. Everybody else in my classes looked like me except for him, and he was the quietest one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people, they grow up and they become Republicans or Democrats. And half of them don't even know why. Majority of people become Republican, or no, majority of the people become Democrats because their parents told them, right? Now ask your parent, why did you become a Democrat? Why did you support that game at all? Like at all. Because like I said, this is the bullshit about the game. Don't listen to nobody telling you not to vote, for starters. Let me put that out there right now. right? But this is the bullshit with the game. Left wing, right wing, same bird. Don't matter who you vote in, they're gonna fulfill their agenda, not our agenda, not the agenda of the man that got or the woman that got to go to work every day, right? And work 90 hours a motherfucking week, right? And still be broke as hell an hour and a half after you get paid. Like, come on, y'all household niggas, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You get paid, and about an hour and a half later, you're fucking broke again. You pay your rent or your mortgage, you pay your car note, you pay your car insurance, do your grocery shopping, you pay your light, your gas, your water, you pay all your bills. You know, if you got kids, you buy your kids, whatever. If you need to buy supplies, you buy whatever you buy, right? You get gas in your car. I mean, if you burn budgets, burn. Don't let you be a person who's a multiple abuser or multiple user. In other words, don't be a motherfucker that smoke weed and drink alcohol and smoke bogeys. It's a triple banger. Because now you need bogeys, you want coffee, you want an L, you're gonna want a bottle, it's payday. You don't work, nigga, you broke as fuck again. You broke again. You just got paid 3 hours ago. And you're planning on being broke again for the next worker bee mentality. These motherfuckers here don't ever cry about being broke. I never heard of a broke politician. Ever. Salute J World, salute, salute, salute. See what you said. Biden idolizes Robert Byrd, ex-Grand Wizard of the KKK. You want to know something else, man? Because it goes deeper than that. Hold on, let me see what you said over here. So he didn't want his kids to go to school with us in the jungle. Check it out, David Coleman. So you do understand that the Monopoly game is set up for us, not for them. We are basically the oil and the fuel and the transmission and the motor and the wheels and the seats and the radio, because the radio and the screens in the car, that's what entertain them. We entertain them. We are the vehicle that they drive. Understand that? Get that? They made a system so they can make money off of your money, taxable money. They created a character called Uncle Sam, right? They created a character called Uncle Sam, right? But who should our nigga be? Who should our uncle be? You know who your uncle is? You ever heard of a nigga called Uncle Tom? That's your uncle. That's my uncle. You know who Uncle Tom is? You know who the actual Uncle Tom, like the actual story? Because Uncle Tom ain't a sellout. Whoever told you that, we know who told you that. The same nigga that created history. You know who history is, right? Break down the word. His story. History. Who is he and his story? Whoever won the motherfucking war. Whoever, 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 because like I said, these motherfuckers, their objective is to keep us fucked up and fighting each other. Their objective is to keep division. As long as we fighting each other, we'll never talk about it. Uncle Tom is a nigga, right? Uncle Tom, I'm gonna give you one word. There's one word that describes Uncle Tom the best. No, not sellout. Whoever said sellout, go smack the shit out of yourself. You're a victim of the poisonous lies that the government's been giving you. Uncle Tom, one Uncle Sam. That's the Puerto Rican in me. Uncle Tom, one word, martyr. One word, Uncle Tom, martyr. Uncle Tom is a nigga that is a character in a story that's true about a slave master that wrote the story about his slaves that escaped. And one slave stayed, or one slave got caught, right? And he wouldn't give up the ones that escaped. He wouldn't give up their location. And he got killed. They tortured and killed Uncle Tom. So what did they do to kill the Uncle Tom legacy? They switched it. They made us believe that Uncle Tom was a sellout. Why? Because these two parties right here, these two motherfuckers, They never want an Uncle Tom to come from these motherfuckers. Imagine these motherfuckers all came out to be Uncle Toms. Imagine that. Every blood and every Crip ever, every gang member would die before they give up information to the enemy about anything. Imagine that. You can't run a system. They can never have their monopoly the way they have it over us. They got us enslaved up here and in here and here. Get that? They got us enslaved in here and here and here. Your mind, your heart, and your body. 3 different types of chains. If you want to get technical, more types of chains. How many of y'all motherfuckers knew about y'all chakras? You know what your chakras are? This is the reason why you say things like, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Affirm yourself. I want y'all to say that shit in real life for no reason. Just sit at a red light, and the whole time you're at the red light, just say it. Just keep saying it. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Large sums of money are attracted to me quickly and easily. Just say it for no reason. Live it, think it, breathe it, feel it, never speak against it. Because we know what they teach us, that karma. What is karma? They teach you, yo, you do bad, you get bad. All right, my nigga, that's only half the definition. They don't tell you the entire definition. The entire definition is, it's not, karma don't know indifferent. Karma is just a reciprocation of what you've been feeding the universe. That's it. If you're giving the universe negative, it's going to give you negative. You give the universe positive, it's going to reciprocate you with positive. But now this is your example. If you're 30 years old and this is the first time you hear this, and come tomorrow, you try to do what I'm talking about, and you're like, yo, ain't nothing but bad coming. No shit, nigga. You've been living your whole life giving the universe bad. So the stream of water that's coming towards you is going to be the negativity you've been giving it. So you got to start sprinkling in that positivity and keep putting it like if you're shoveling dirt. You know what I mean? Before you know it, you're going to have a whole flow of positive energy coming towards you because you got to wear out all that negative. These motherfuckers don't teach these motherfuckers about that. I had to learn about my chakras on my own. How many of y'all know about y'all chakras? Get back in this chat, man. I'm neither Democrat or Republican. My entire family are Democrats, so they can't even. Point made. Why are people Democrats? For what? People like, oh, my father was. Your father was a Democrat? Okay, well, no disrespect. Go ask that nigga, why the fuck was he a Democrat? For what? It's like a game. They present this game. Yo, we're going to call this game politics. What's the reason of this game? You're going to have a choice to pick who runs the free world. A, we're not a world, nigga. We're a fucking country. It's the first line in the fucking lie right there. Your first fucking line. It's a fucking lie. All right? B, we don't pick shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you are Republican or Democrat. You don't pick shit. Your say don't mean shit. You know why? Because they select who you can elect. Let's say that one more time. They select who you can elect. The power is in the selection, not the election. They're picking who we can choose. That means they're putting 2 motherfuckers out there that both fit their agenda, that are both pieces of shit. So what do we got to deal with? Yo, Joe Biden supported segregation back in the day. Damn, my nigga, Donald Trump's parents were racist. Oh, shit. Okay, so they sent me 2 fuckheads, and I gotta pick which one of these 2 fuckheads are gonna fuck me the least. What? What? And this year, who the fuck is in the Independent? I haven't heard shit about the Independent this year. Who the fuck is the Independent? I haven't heard nothing about no Independent. I don't understand. But yeah, we still play the game. Get what I'm saying? So now, people, this is why I say you have to vote. Now I'm gonna give you. Remember what I said. When you're doing research, take your perception and your emotional attachment to what you believe out of what's going on. All right. These are actual facts. The white people are highly more populated than any other race combined. So now you, as a successful person, one motherfucker be hating on the next motherfucker, and he be like, yo, you got nothing but white people supporting you. Well, you do understand that white people are more than 70% of the population in America, right? You do get that. Like, there's entire states of all white people. There's not one state all black people. There's more of them than us. So you got to look at that another way. You have to gain the support of the masses. Don't worry about who the masses are. Because if you're genuine, you're real, and you're honest, and the shit you is on facts, you're going to gain all support from all nationalities and race. It won't matter. The only thing that will matter is class. This is why I say there's levels to the racism. There's levels to the racism. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. So now check it. Now there's classes, there's levels to this shit. Right? This is what I mean. As like a video game, as you increase the stages, your options changes. Yeah, I said changes, nigga, because it rhymes with the other word. So as you go up, it's like in Contra, like in GTA, like in any game you play, the more you go further, the more options you can do. So what I mean is you start at the bottom of the barrel, a no good, poor, ugly, fucking whatever they want to call you, big lip, broke, sneakers is fucked up, your head nappy. You know the jokes niggas say to each other when you're young? You fat, you got fucked up teeth, your mother this, whatever. Start to build your way out of that. You get a good career path. You start to work your way up. Before you know it, you could be dark as fuck as in complexion, and you can make it to a financial state where your skin color doesn't matter to an extent as it would me or you. In other words, he can buy his way through racism. A racist motherfucker gonna say, "What's this no good nigger gonna do for me?" He's coming up with stats. You like, nah, this is a rich nigga right here, but we still niggas. Get what I mean? So these motherfuckers, Republicans, Democrats, they don't teach you about your chakras. They don't teach you that if you think negative, you be negative, you're going to feel negative, you're going to get a negative outcome in life. They don't teach you that. They teach you, yo, watch when karma get that motherfucker. Make it seem like it's a bad thing. They don't never teach you that karma's a good thing too. It goes both ways. Switch that pendulum. Put that shit on the other side of the scale. So if you could talk bad into reality, right? What else that means? You could talk good into your reality. You can make your dream your reality. That's what that means. But they don't teach us that. Salute, 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 salute. Boondock showed y'all who the real sellout was. Trying to tell people. Mental enslavement. Yo, that. Y'all want to talk about that bullshit? Check out the bullshit game of debt. Let me give y'all a couple of questions. When you have a light bill, right? What's a bill? A debt, a form of a piece of paper saying you owe these people this amount of money, right? And what do? So you have a light bill, right? So I got this paper that came through the mail that says I used up this amount of energy and I got a light bill. That's what's known as a light bill. What do I pay for my light bill with? Dollar bills. How can you pay a bill with a bill? Ever think about that? How do you pay a bill with a bill? That's like telling the weed man, yo, um, the nigga at the bodega owe me like $10. So take that money from over there. Let me get this. The nigga at the bodega owe me like $70. You know what I mean? Go get your money over there. Let me get this. How you pay a bill with a bill? Like, do you guys know that your social security numbers are traded on stocks and bonds in like Europe or some shit? Don't believe me? Go check it out. Your social security number is over there on stocks. And how do you get into it? You use your date of birth is your password. How many of y'all know about that? Did they teach y'all that? That they making money off of you? That they project how much money you're gonna put into the system? You ever wonder how the mental enslavement of the ghetto motherfucker, how we are? What I mean is, what is successful to us? A nice ass house, banging ass car, a banging ass bitch, a banging ass neighborhood, and a banging ass bank account, right? They enslaved us by thinking rich is wealth. Being rich ain't shit. MC Hammer was rich, nigga. Spent that shit in years. MC Hammer was rich, nigga. Bill Gates is wealthy. Get what I mean? Wealth. What this nigga name? John Epstein, Jeff Epstein, whatever the fuck Epstein. Didn't that motherfucker own an island? How the question? Let's say this motherfucker right here, J World. Say this nigga right here, J World. Let's say J World wanted to buy an island. Who in the fuck owns an island that J World's gonna give the money to pay for it? Who owns the island before J World can buy it? You ever think about that? Who said, or rather, who took ownership of that island before Jeff Epstein was able to purchase it? How were you able to take ownership of that land? You don't think about that. These motherfuckers had a flight list of all the motherfuckers coming in there doing fuck shit to kids, right? But they'll put your ass in jail for selling a little bit of crack so you could put some food in your daughter's stomach. The same crack that they created, the same crack that they brought here and put you in prison for selling, the same crack that you're in prison for selling because you're not paying taxes to Uncle Sam. That's what makes it illegal, that you're not paying taxes. That has nothing to do with motherfuckers out here robbing and stealing for that shit. It's only illegal because you're not paying taxes. That's why a drug dealer will get 30 years in prison. And if you go out there and rape a chick or you do some pedophile shit, you get a slap in the wrist. Think about that. Think about that. Imagine that. Hey, shout out my nigga Grizzly Moolah. Hey, shout out my nigga always.
Shit, you talking some real shit up there, man. Real, some real shit. You can hear me, right?
I hear you clearly, brother.
Yeah. So basically, I wanted to say something about that. You know, who owned that land before him? Whoever claimed that territory, and it was by force because nobody's supposed to own no land at all in this world. So what they doing is they friendly extorting you. They saying, yo, listen, you know what I mean, you want this piece of area, this you got to give us such and such, and that's how they do. You know what I'm saying? With everything in the world, that's what they do. They extort you. It's called friendly extortion.
They create a piece of paper because this. Remember, in Viking times, if I'm living over here and Grizzly wants my wife and my land, all Grizzly does come over, kill me, and take that shit in his head.
Yep.
Now you got this piece of paper, and that piece of paper is more stronger than anything. That's why they say the power of the pen.
And that's what they was doing. They was conquering a lot of land. And it's like, oh, all right, well, you know what? I seen this land first. This is mine. And like you said, the only way that you're gonna take this land from me is that you have to kill me. You understand what? But nowadays, like the government has made it so powerful that a regular motherfuckers like us, we can't just go and take over no land. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose that battle right now. Why? Because we're not organized, like you said. They already trained us to think to compete with each other, and then that's gonna keep us down all the time. Period.
Well, compete against each other, not compete with each
Yeah,
other.
excuse me,
We
against.
compete
Yeah, that's what
against.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we competed with, we'd be unstoppable. But that's that
Right.
division inside of division. They want a motherfucker like me that's Spanish hating a motherfucker that's like you that's light skinned Spanish because I'm darker than you.
Yeah.
Get what I mean? That's what they want. That division inside division. What I mean is your first division is they'll make the blacks hate the whites, make the Puerto Ricans hate the black, Dominicans hate the Puerto Ricans, Mexicans hate the Dominicans, and then inside of that they make your light skins hate your dark skins. Division inside of division.
Yep.
Then you got these divisions on top of all of that. What do you think about that? What's the difference between Bloods, Crips, Republicans, and Democrats?
The way it's organized, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of the same thing, but it's not. Because you got to think about it. When it comes to Bloods and Crips, they're a force, but it's not a force to be reckoned with. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when you got Democrats and Republicans, I see it as the same shit, but in a different way. It's just like on a different level with politics. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got to choose a side. That's what they're telling you. Listen, you're gonna either be this or this. It's nothing else. You're gonna be this or this, and you got to
Or
deal with it.
independent. Or
Right.
independent.
Well, they say independent, but ain't no independent. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
make you
no,
choose
no,
sides, bro,
I'd never seen an independent win. Yeah.
at all. You know what I'm saying? So that I don't even know why they even put that in the equation. You know what I'm saying? It's either you riding with the Democrats or you riding with the Republicans, and that's all the choices they give you. So when people say that I'm not voting, at the end of the day, it don't matter if you vote or not. This is what I'm trying to tell people. It doesn't matter if you. They only claim. Look at the statistics of who votes for who. You know what I'm saying? And then they make this ideology like, okay, well, a lot of let's say 80% of the population vote for Trump, right? And even though we know it's not going to count when it really comes time for who gets voted, you know what I'm saying, as president again, but they like to see statistics. All right, who agrees with this person? What views do they like in this person? They'll say more than this person. So it's just to analyze us as a people, and we don't realize that. This is all a fucking game, man. It's been a game since the beginning of the time, bro. I'm telling you, it's been a fucking game, man. Now, Bloods
It's a
and Crips,
game.
at the end of the day, Bloods and Crips was supposedly formed, you know what I'm saying, like to go against oppression and this and that, but it got watered down years down the line, and then now you got motherfuckers coming at each other over colors or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever they feel,
I
whatever's
don't
their
think it
motive.
was watered down. I think that the oppressor just got so good at his job, he made it so we oppress each other. We're doing his job for him.
Right.
That's
But
all.
then you have people that get power struck. You know what I'm saying? So now when you get power struck and you want to be almighty, you know what I'm saying? You start doing shit to your own people to keep them down so you can stay in power. So where you think they get that mentality from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That mentality comes from the motherfuckers that supposedly superior in this world. You know what I'm saying? Think about that.
Definitely.
If you got two gang
Definitely.
leaders, right? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna throw dirt behind each other's back on the low because they're gonna want to take over and they're gonna want to take over the whole thing for themselves. You understand? Then this is when it comes to a division where, oh no, I'm riding with this dude. Oh no, I'm riding with that dude. So now you got beef in between the same organization. And then it just carries on. And then from there, that's what I mean, got watered down. From there, now it's so much beef within each other that dudes don't want to be like, yo, you know what? We're gonna call a peace treaty and we're gonna stop the violence and we're not gonna, do nothing to each other no more because so much bloodshed has happened with people's families, right hand men's, you know what I mean, kids or whoever. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you kill my brother today, right? How can you expect me in 2 weeks to forgive you and make peace and say, yo, let's stop killing each other when this man just killed my brother or my niece or my nephew? And I mean, so now we going over there, and then we kill somebody in his family, and then it's just been passed along so many years that it's hard to come back from that. The only way, like, which I don't foresee it happening, but everybody has to say, you know what, fuck it, let's stop right now at this point, and whatever happened, I'm saying we're gonna move forward together. But there's gonna be too many pride issues. Like I said, with somebody that has someone that they love, how can you tell them not to retaliate? You know what I'm saying? How can you say that? If somebody died in your arms, know what I'm saying? Somebody that you love, that's your family, killed by supposedly somebody that represents another organization. You know what I'm saying? How can you tell people, you know, don't worry about it, don't do nothing, don't take no action, just leave it in the hands of God? Now, I want to get into that too. What do you mean leave it in the hands of God? First of all, everybody says, oh, if you pray for money, if you pray for this, that is going to come to you. No, it's not. It's your ambition and your will for you to go get what you have to get that's going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, oh, you know what I mean, God's going to do right for you, no, you got to do right for yourself. You've been given the opportunity in this world to make things happen and have your own choices on how you want to move forward with your life. But nobody's doing nothing for you, not even God. So a lot of people got that misunderstanding saying, oh, if you pray to God, God's going to make things better. And 20 years later, they still struggling going through the same shit. You know why? Because they've been waiting on something that they never seen before. You know
Well,
what I mean?
the system is created to keep us hopeful for something that'll never come to keep us working.
Right. That's the slave mentality.
Yeah. The system is meant to keep us as worker bees, work every day. Yeah, I mean, work more time than you are at home. And after you get paid an hour or two later, you're dead broke. And after you pay your bills, you fucking working to pay your bills, and then you're broke again and do it all over again. Because they take
Yep.
in free money from us with taxes. Think about it. They tax your check, right? Then when you go buy something, there's taxes on that.
Why do you think they make you pay taxes though?
Exactly. That's where their free money comes from.
Yep.
Even now, they take in grants. You know what a grant is, right? A grant is
Yeah.
free money. It means untaxable. They're giving unemployment from a grant money, and they're still taxing that grant money that they're giving
Yeah.
you on unemployment.
Yep.
They're still making money off of the money from the people.
And there's nothing you could. It's like even if you buy your own land, right? My thing is, okay, so if I purchase this land, supposedly, I'll give you all this money. I pay for it, but still every year I gotta pay my taxes, right? And then on top of me paying my years my taxes every year after I supposedly bought this land, you still can come back later on down the line if y'all need this area and take my land from me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so you just wasted, let's say 40 grand or 50 grand on some land, you know what I'm saying? And then you still paying taxes every year, whether it's 1,200, 2,000, whatever the fuck it is, you know. And then like for y'all to say like, oh, this is the commercial zone now. You have to leave this area. We taking your land back. Take your 20, 30 grand back and get out of here. And there's nothing you can do about it. It don't matter what contract you signed, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, it's nothing you can do about it. So basically, they control all aspects of life. So now when they say you live in the land of the free, now you have to question that. Are we really in the land of the free?
How no, you're not free. There's a bunch of shit we can't do. There's a whole bunch of shit we can't. Hold up 1 second, John.
They say that you could create your own movement, create your own religion, which you can, but at the end of the day, they're gonna monetize it and they're gonna give you stipulations of what you can't do if you have your own religion. So this is what I'm trying to say. Anything that you want to do in this world, they want to know and they want a piece of the pie. And if you don't, they're gonna take you out. Period.
Yeah, you can't do it here without giving them a piece of the pie because even like you said, if you buy this land, right, and your great grandkid, when you die and your great grandkid owns it, if nobody paid property taxes, he's out of there. Y'all niggas don't own shit no more. That means you never really owned it. That's 100% fact. I was born rich. My parents are passed and they gave me a lot of money, but I was an addict. Now I only smoke weed, but I'm poor again. Sorry, I had my chance. So you did not. If you're alive, you are your chance. If you're here today, you are your chance. What I mean is, you can start making stepping stones today, right? So when your kid hits 30, his life is better than your life was at 30. Get what I mean? You always have that time. If you're alive, then you have that time. Every next day you wake up, that is your new day, your new chance. That is your new shot at achieving your dream. Like I said, for no reason, just say large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Speak that shit into reality, man. Because personally, I feel like the way the Bloods and the Crips is set up, it's the same way Democrats and Republicans are set up. They're set up to hate each other, right? But if the right situation come, these niggas can sit down and talk and all get together, right? So why can't the politicians do it? If me and you can do it as regular people, why is the game set up so they could never do it? Why? Why can't they just sit down? Because you got Republicans and Democrats in Congress arguing over money that's not theirs, that affect people in a situation that's not them. It makes zero sense to me. What you think?
Hold on 1 second, bro.
I've traveled all
I was
over
reading the
the
comments
world.
over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've traveled all over the world. There's always tax of the. Yeah, we're not talking about if there's a deposit. The only place that I've ever heard of that if you fall back on your taxes is anybody that's part of this system. The system does not only reside in the United States of America. Remember, America is the youngest nation. That means that the systems were already implemented in those other nations. And America's system was perfected off of the mistakes that were made in those nations in those systems.
Yep.
Do you know that the nigga that created the CIA was one of the head niggas in charge for Hitler? You know that? You ever wondered that? You ever wonder why the eagle is the emblem of America, even though the bird, that same bird, was the emblem of Hitler? You ever think about this shit? You never think about this shit? There's facts. Hitler said,
people didn't know that.
Hitler said that at the end of his regime, one of Hitler's people said that the people in the world want to be ruled, but that you got to get them there by choice. Hitler, the experiment with Germany was to get the people to be there by force. And they learned what Hitler's mistake was, that you can't do it by force. You got to let the people want it to happen.
Right.
In other words, Corona is happening. Just take over.
Bigger picture with that, man. I told him that was a business move right there. It's fucked up to say it, but that shit, it cost a couple 100,000 lives for a business move. That's how dirty they play.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's how dirty they play. They don't give a fuck about our lives. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to prove a point, they're gonna wipe out whoever they can wipe out to prove their point.
Yo, this is what I tell niggas, right? They be like, yo, murder is a sin. I say, depending where you are. They look at me like, what? I be like, yo, listen, man, there's third world countries where you got 9-year-olds walking around with AKs. And if you don't walk around with that AK, he'll get killed. Is that still killing a motherfucker? But where he lived, it's either kill this nigga or I'm gonna get killed. Is that wrong? Survival, right?
Yo, Denise Bird. Yeah, I understand that because she said, yo, do we not realize a different country, you could lose your life for a different religion or political view. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have countries that you definitely could lose your life for that. You know what I mean? And I said this before, even though we coming at the system, you know what I'm saying? We are in like one of the best places in the world to live and be from. Right? So we ain't gonna get that twisted. We know that America, I'm proud to be a fucking American and born here than another country, to be honest with you, because you do have more opportunities and stuff over here. But what we're saying is,
if I was born in Dubai, that might be popular.
It depends though, they system.
I never heard of a broke motherfucker living in Dubai. They got like gold toilets and shit. Everybody over there,
but like all those people. So you saying that? I'm not you saying it, but I'm saying what they trying to make it seem like. What, that everybody that was born there or everybody that goes there automatically becomes rich or wealthy?
So Dubai is a country that was created by a bunch of wealthy people. Right. It was them. They went there. They purchased the land, and because Dubai is a rather young country, it's a young nation. It's not that old. So that shit is fairly new. The buildings are just being built like in the last 15, 20 years. It's all new. You know what I mean? A lot of them buildings weren't there 70 years ago. So it's all wealthy people that live there. So now when their generations grow, when that's just been there for 200-300 years, imagine them kids. They're going to be even richer.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, like, if somebody like us was to move out there, You know what I'm saying? Would we become wealthy like them and rich? Would they just give us, you know, the same things that they have? Like that's what I
True,
was trying to basically find out. You know what I mean?
true, true. So now I'm not saying that there's no, it's just that Dubai is young. Dubai hasn't been around that long.
Right.
So basically, let's say you got in America, let's just say 100 millionaires got together and they purchased a bunch of land and started building buildings and shit. Dubai. You get what I'm saying? That's what happened there.
Yep.
Dubai. You know what I mean? So it hasn't been around that long. Dubai hasn't been there for 2,000 years. It hasn't, this is fairly new. It's new. So, but it's like a bunch of rich people went there. So now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get me wrong. In comparison to America, to the other places, that's not what I'm doing.
Right.
But in that case, correct. It is a lot better here than everywhere else. I'm comparing America to America. Like, this is what
Right.
we are. This is what we should be. We should be better. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like some are born to enslavement, some are born into wealth. Do you know that the first time I ever heard of a what's the motherfuckers called? The fund babies. There's something fund babies, rich fund, child fund, secure fund, some rich people term, nigga. The trust fund babies. I never
Okay.
heard of
Yeah.
a trust fund. I never heard of a trust. I never heard them words together until I was in my 30s. I never knew that was a thing. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you in the ghetto, you don't. There's just certain things you're just not privy to, and it just depends on who. If you're born into the right bloodline, you're privy to everything when you're like one. Get what I'm saying? Because you can think about it as a kid, right? If you're in your 40s, late 30s, early 40s, you can remember a show called The Jetsons. And these niggas used to have a machine where you hit the button and the food come out. Remember all that shit? That elevators, flying cars. We damn near got all that shit today. The maid is the AI. You know what I mean? Your flying cars, your helicopter. That machine, nigga, that's your vending machine. We just didn't know what the fuck it was because we hadn't had it yet. But they already got it because they got that income. It's like an iPhone. If you can't afford it, you ain't gonna get it, nigga. And what is attracted to us is what? The segregation, the division, that make us fight each other. That's what appeals to, because I keep saying this shit over and over again. Even on YouTube, there are communities where if you hit the right community, the people in your community will grow you past 1,000 subscribers. But
Yep.
over here, we gotta fight each other for the same subscribers. What the fuck? You got some niggas that get mad because you're subscribed to other people. Like, what, my nigga? The fuck kind of weird shit are you on, bro? They get mad if I, as a YouTuber, get on somebody else's panel. They'll be like, I don't understand this shit. Why we always got to be the ones fighting each other, and a lot of the times to the death.
Yep.
All because, oh, I see Grizzly rocking a blue bandana, or I see Grizzly rocking a red shirt. Oh, it's lit. Not knowing that Grizzly's basically the same nigga as me, and we dealing with the same problem. We just from two different sides of whatever. So we gravitated to two different colors. I'm like that black sheep of my fam. Still think I'm like the devil because they are rich as fuck and I'm a foreign heroin addict. Well, shit, man, that's rough. That's rough, man. That is rough.
That person right there, where's he from?
I think he's from the UK, right? I think he was in my other video telling me, in my other live, telling me he's from the UK. And I guess he came from money. His parents died. He said it earlier, and that they all, I guess they dispersed the money. And as you can see, he used a lot of it. He had a drug habit. And now he feels like they basically like they treat him like shit because they all got money and he don't now. All you got to do is be, he said in Denmark, in Europe. Yep. He's in Europe. He's in another country, bro. So now he feels like he's the loser of the bloodline because they all paid up and he that broke brother or the broke cousin, but that don't mean shit
Right.
because they're rich today, they could be poor tomorrow, and you're poor today, and you could be rich tomorrow, or you could be rich in love and mental awareness, so money don't even really matter to you as much. It depends on your definition of wealth. What's really important to you? What's more important, having a shitload of money or feeling like you living at ease? Because how many of these rich rappers and actors we actually hear about being depressed all the fucking time? You get what I'm saying? You got a nigga like Robin Williams that hung himself, my nigga. Like, come on.
Yeah, they never. That's yeah. I don't know. Who knows what was going on in his head when he did that? You know,
Exactly.
real.
That's the point. And what do we know? The one thing that wasn't going through his head is being broke and poor. So what's that mean? If you take the financial aspect out of it, race, color, creed, location don't matter. We got a lot more in common than these motherfuckers want us to know. Get what I mean?
Yeah. So like, you don't view yourself as Democratic or Republican?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I say fuck politics, you're fuck the system, you're I don't I'm not Democratic, I'm not Republican, I'm not independent, and I'm not part of the conscious community. I'm neither one, I'm none of those. I'm just aware of the circumstances, bro. It is what it's like a nigga says, yo, this is Monopoly. These are the rules. You want to play? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Because they selecting who we can elect. So if they're selecting two piece of shit ass people and we gotta pick which piece of shit is a less piece of shit, why the fuck do I have to pick between one person that ain't shit and one that's ain't shit even less?
Right.
Or right. More. However you want to say that. That's like saying, yo, you got a friend. You got an option of two friends. One is a rapist and one is a pedophile. You want to stop to ask and say, well, shit, why can't I get a friend that's just smart and reliable? You don't ever think like that? That's how I think. All these presidents are fucked up. Why we gotta choose? Why can't America just be single for a little while if that's the option? Why don't we just go for a couple years without a president? Let's see what happens. Why not? Let's be single. Like, why America always got to be in a relationship? Why can't we be single? I mean, like, we already seen Donald Trump try to write a few things into law, right? And what happened? He had to submit it to Congress, right? So that shows you that the president don't really got that much power anyway. His wife taking all his money. But it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. The system is made to keep them going forward and to keep us fighting each other. Get what I mean? It's to the point that there's. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm doing a lot of talking. Go ahead, man. Run it for a few. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. I was just reading some comment over here.
It's just. Hold up.
I like that comment right there.
The last one, right?
The one from, yeah.
Cola champang. That's what that is. Fifth and Grizz, if you guys want to better the community, do you think it can be done with peace and understanding, especially with the dose dude? All right, so A, fuck that nigga. B, fuck that nigga. C, fuck that nigga. Just get that out there real quick. All right. That nigga ain't nothing important. You get what I mean? One person doesn't make a community. All right. I can't take me and Grizz can't fix a situation when the person himself doesn't want to take accountability. All right. Me as myself, I can't change shit unless I change me first. It don't matter how much Grizz might want me to change. My wife might want me to change. The kids might want me to change. If I don't want to change for me, it don't fucking matter. So what I say is we make the community without people like that. We don't want the negativity. So what we do, we make our community guidelines different. Right. So that means that Jerry Springer shit isn't part of the community. That Jerry Springer shit got its own community. And we are own community. You get what I mean? Even if it is a troll, it's a good question. And I answer it.
No, yeah, definitely a good question. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes you can't, it doesn't work out like that with certain people. You know what I mean? Because even let's put this for example real quick, because I don't even want to get into that. But let's say if that was to happen, which it ain't, but that person, individual can be trusted, you know what I'm saying, to for the community because it's like poison to the community. You understand what I'm saying? So that person could put up a facade that everything is gonna be okay, but from the actions from the past of the poison, you know what I mean, you don't want to risk that in the community anymore. So this is the reason why I can't say that. Look what he said here. You guys are highly understanding with life, so you should be able to uplift.
Correct.
Okay.
So now wait, stop right there. We should be able to uplift, right? Again, you can't uplift someone who's digging a hole. He's coming in with a shovel to go down. We're trying to go up.
Right.
He's a flat tire. We keep putting air in his tire and he keeps being flat. You can't, you could drag a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. So what do? We'll change the community and how we move. So then eventually he won't be part of the community because our content is different from that Jerry Springer shit. So that won't be our community.
Salute to Tia Warren too, man.
Definitely
For real.
salute to T.N. Warren. If everyone became a healer and loved ourselves, each other, and and the world, everyone and everything will be enjoyed. There's your riches. That's a fact. That's what I
Right.
was talking about. It depends on what you bank on your wealth. If you equivalent wealth to money, or if you equivalent wealth to being loved, to being happy and being successful within yourself, being content within yourself. That's the point I was making. Definitely shout out to T.N. Warren. Definitely shout out to Jay Quill.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters, man. It's just, I'm going to put that banner back up. I'm going to put that banner right back up because it's a fact. Because they grow up, their kids grow up, a lot of their kids grow up to be Republicans and Democrats, and a lot of our kids grow up to be Bloods and Crips and gang members. What's the difference?
Right.
I don't think there is a difference because Bloods and Crips, they die for their cause, right? Republicans and Democrats, they make sure we die for their cause. You know what's the same thing? Either way, we're the ones fucking dying, not them. It's the same shit. We're the ones dying, not them. Get what I mean? Again, be a role model, not just a suggestive influencer. You get what I mean by that. I've tried. I was on that dude's panels for months. Tried to talk about this type of topic and he wouldn't let it happen. You know why? Because every
Yep.
time I tried, he'd get in the comments and just start spazzing on a troll. And before you know it, I don't want to talk about it no more because he just spent 45 minutes banging on a troll.
Yo, and you know what? It's funny because like you ain't even lying, bro. I used to be up there, if I used to watch the shit, and I'm like, look at this nigga Fifth, he getting pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit used to bother you because you was really trying to like stick to some content. And then it's like every time you get up there and talk some content, you was interrupted, you know what I'm saying, by some petty shit. You know what I'm saying? Something that had nothing to do with the conversation at all. And then like, you know, why people getting mad that Fifth didn't want nothing to do with that like that? You feel me? Like if he wanted to go on his own channel and create his content as what he's doing right now with this, then so what? You feel me? He didn't want to be there with the fuck shit telling dudes SMD all day or like arguing back and forth and stuff like that. So we were suggestive influencer, if you want to say that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We were suggestive influencers and role models at the end of
While
the day.
being on there, because we weren't doing that
Right.
crazy shit. And just wouldn't pick. It wouldn't go. He wouldn't see it. He didn't care. He didn't care. So if he don't care, I can't care for him. He's not related to me. That energy goes to like my kids and my wife and the shit that
Yep.
directly is in front of me. Because he could put down his or my bad, he's on the phone. So he could turn off his phone and be whoever he is in real life. So for all we know, we think he's this one guy on YouTube, but in real life, he's somebody totally different. So whatever we're saying to him isn't gonna matter. When me, this is who I am in real life. Like there's people that be in the comments that know me in real life. They're here. That I could get off this laptop and get up with them in real life right now. They will tell you, I grew up in prison. Me, my brother, a lot of my cousins, we grew up in that shit. My family wasn't that gang life shit. That's what I learned from it. Like, nigga, it's the same shit. We dying, and even on their shit, we're still dying. So when people be like, yeah, these niggas killed those niggas, but that's not everywhere. And if some people could say, yo, we're gonna let bygones be bygones, that means you yourself have to take accountability for your actions. And it's not our fault that he won't. That's why I always said, look at my content while I was on his show. Look at the dates. When I'm on his panel, look at my uploads. You'll see what my content is about. It's more about the government and the oppressor. It wasn't that Hassan Campbell shit. He got me into that shit. There's no difference. Where is it? Right here. There's no difference. It's all gang signs. Exactly. Shout out to Yup, for real. Let's see what TM Warren talking about. We are just kidding. Yo, we got foreign wars that these niggas are sending our kids to, right? But we got our own basic war in our own neck of the woods. You got places like Chicago where motherfuckers getting clapped, gunned down left and right. Shouldn't we address that instead of what's happening in fucking Iraq or whatever the fuck? Shouldn't we address our own backyard before we address the neighbor's backyard? So I think about that. Basically, so after I've heard people say that that nigga is basically a troll with a panel, and that's what the actions show, and that's cool.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Fifth, quick question: what kind of treatment can we give to be who are mentally unstable like him? Shit. I don't think you're right. Okay, I say this more than often, and I'm gonna say it again. And this in this teamwork over here, my wife is the better thinking. I say it all the time. She the better thinking, but she the brains of this operation is not me. Cause I'm quick to man, fuck this nigga let's, and she always gotta make me use my better thinking. You know what I mean? But unstable, I don't know, man, because I'm a firm believer in if you talk like that, it's because you ain't never firmly got your ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So for some people, they need that. You ever seen a bad kid and a kid that just does something wrong? The bad kid, you got to punish him, put him in a corner, do all this shit to make him understand. But the kid that just did wrong, you can say 3 words and he understand what happens. He don't repeat it. He's one of them kids that got to get his ass whooped and kneel on rice for a little while. It's like he an adult. He know better. He acting like he a child.
Paul
So
Ramirez is that? He changed his profile picture.
I think so. He goes, we can't afford to send our kids to school, but they got the knowledge. Then we spend our money with the Koreans and they send their kids to college. Here we are at the white man's table begging for crumbs. Yo, that's exactly what Tupac been saying. You know what I mean? He's been dead for how many fucking years? Exactly what he said. And here we are 2020 saying the same shit. We're in 2020 talking about George Floyd, right? The fuck did Malcolm X and Martin Luther King stand for? Same shit, right? That means nothing changed. We're still in the same situation. Right here. It's definitely a cycle. There was reason why he is so upset. Because deep down he knows he's done wrong to those other paths. And Phipps is playing off that why he's so upset because he knows he's wrong. That dude is crazy, man. I just try not to address that shit no more because I started to notice that the more I address that shit, the less viewers I'm getting. I'm not, you know what I mean? So it looks like people would rather hear my content than that bird ass nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's why I said from now on, I'm screen sharing. Whenever he talk about us, I'm going to screen share, put that up there, knock that nigga out the box, and let's get with the content. Fuck that douchebag. Good talk. Look here, I'm gonna get on my must tip and ask y'all grits money so we can do something for us and not them. Yo, that's a fact. We gotta do something to yo. Did y'all hear about them 21 families or whatever that was that bought a bunch of land in like Georgia, a bunch of black military families? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard.
That's the type of shit niggas need to do. That's exactly what we need to do.
Yeah, but
It's funny
those
how
families
all
that bought that land in Georgia, it's not gonna really be their land.
that's a good point. Because that property tax gonna be crazy. All
Yep.
that land, that property tax gonna be crazy. And what if
You
nobody
gonna
pays?
pay that?
Right. That's a fact. Definitely a fact. And this is crazy right here too. This one. And the
Yeah,
word
that's what
goes,
they do.
oh,
Yep.
oh. And this nigga right here, Umar Johnson, this fucking dude, yo. I don't understand this fucking dude. It's like if Grizzly Moolah lets me borrow 10 G's, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this with the money. And mad time going by, and you're like, yo, what? I thought you were gonna do this. What that money I gave you? And I get mad every time he asked me where that money he gave me. Nigga, that means I did some fuck shit with the money. Nigga, he
Yeah.
fucked the pack up. That's it. He fucked it up. That's it. That dude is crazy. You believe in platinum plan, or do you trust in Biden would do something? Yo, what if America just stays single for a little while? I'm just saying. Or what if they put a nigga like Grizzly in office? Fuck it. Why don't you give me my first woman in office? Give me a woman independent. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Give me a black woman too, an angry black woman. Give me the angry black woman that used to come to school and yell at
Angry.
everybody.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let her be the president. Let's see how quick we straighten the fuck up as a country, nigga. Watch how we straighten up like this, nigga. What?
No, I don't think
You
so. I
do have a
disagree with
great
you, brother.
with who? With who?
No, I'm talking to no, it was just somebody in the comments that had said something about somebody I know and shit. So it was like I disagree. He's not racist at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, we
Yeah, I don't
already
know.
like I don't know where they're getting that
Yeah.
from. I'm trying to like if somebody like y'all know something that I don't know, like or if y'all heard a racist comment or y'all seen a video or something, you know what I mean? Then we could address it. But if you just saying that and then that's how you feel, it's not right to put that label on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Who's
when you don't know
racist?
them.
What are you talking about? Where do you see this at?
You don't see that shit in the chat right here?
Wait, it depends on who it is. I got yep, I see it right here. Angry Fox is racist. Oh, you already now you know who Cola Champagne is, nigga. There's only one person that says Angry Fox is racist. You know that.
Oh, now this whole time, now
Yeah.
it makes sense why they was asking the question they was asking.
You see?
You bird
You
ass
see?
nigga. Yeah,
Yeah. You see?
yeah.
Yo, time always tells who is. Time will always tell. Let the motherfucker talk. Let him talk. Let him talk, and it'll tell who it is every time, bro. Look at this shit. TM Warmer, Umar from Philly. He's going to get 5 million before he would ever go to jail. Nigga, prime example. Did you see the live that Shut Up and React did earlier about the dude, the rap song about how we got the government for like 40 million dollars? You see that?
Yeah.
This nigga got the government for 40 million dollars. Think about that. And unlike a white person, if a white person if one of them motherfuckers got the government for 40 million, they're not making a song. They're gonna tell their brother how to do it, tell their cousin how to do it. And then like 100 years later, probably make a song about it. You know what I mean? But if it was us, we make a song about it, niggas go to jail and forget it. He's an example.
He's a messiah.
Just crazy. Salute Black Beauty. Oh, look at him in the building. Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
yo. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, yo. So this is the fuck shit. That dude will put this false perception that Angry Fox is racist, right? Even though Grizzly Moolah done been on panels telling people that he knows Angry Fox in real life.
Yeah.
Fuck you to real life.
Yeah. For a while, a long time. You know what I mean? Like, and I know for a fact, like nobody in his family, none of his friends, nobody's racist, bro. That come from over there. People just probably saying that because I don't know, like this dude over here, this bozo was promoting some dumb shit. You know how that shit is.
Yeah, exactly. Because in Tupac's time, you wasn't seeing it. It was, I believe, it was because he said that shit that we saw it. True
Yeah.
shit. I think a lot of things happen when somebody actually verbalizes it and bring fully awareness. You get what I mean? Because at
Mm-hmm.
that time, how many people were even talking about having a black president, like outright? It wasn't talked about back then in
Not a lot.
'96. You didn't hear people on TV in '96 saying, "Nah, say where? Hold up, yo, we about to screen share something. Hold up a second.
Oh,
Go
what
ahead,
happened?
talk for a minute. I'm gonna find it for you right now. Go ahead, talk for a second.
Oh man. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Real. So like, all right, we already know he got the other fake profile. So he got cola. What was the name of that profile? Champagne, whatever. That's we're gonna have to watch that channel too.
It's muted. Yo, check the flop. Yo, peep this fly shit. Shout out Wax Dog. Yo, peep this crazy shit. Yo, niggas is outside his house, B.
Where he at?
Watch, it's gonna come up.
They outside French Doe's house?
Nigga.
That's a fact.
I'm trying to make this shit play.
Sucking dick in a back chat. He got a nigga sending him money on the cash
See the
app.
house?
Flashing pole at
Let's
the nigga.
go.
Hands.
Let's get it.
Salute. Salute to the
In front of his spot.
wood out here. You see the title, nigga? You're a woodpecker. Fuck out of here. Look, nigga. I'm fit. I does this, nigga. I beat you all the way up. That's what you say.
Yo, I'm gonna let this shit ride for a second. Yo, I'm gonna let this shit ride for a second. Yo, all right?
I'll beat you the fuck up, nigga. I'll be doodle back in your butt. I'll be Vaseline out your ass, nigga. That same shit I saw Campbell got in his ass. I'll be YND residue out your butt, homie. No, you fucking with nigga $sign Wax Dog. Let's get it right. Fuck out of here, nigga. I do this for the love. I do this for the people that's rocking with me, nigga. Niggas always say, Wax Dog, go live, nigga. I roast you the fuck up, nigga. You playing Jesus with the cigarettes. Fuck out of here. Rise from your grave, nigga. That's what the lab is for. You're the mad scientist in the lab resurrecting cigarettes from the dust, nigga. Fuck out of here. And then you put your French dose label on the top. Smoking them shits to the white meat, nigga.
Now we're gonna see if French Dose come outside.
Alright, I'm gonna big you
see
up.
if he come outside so he get his ass
It's
whipped.
Italian dose. Call him.
What happened?
Now we're gonna see if this nigga gonna come outside and talk all that gangster shit, like he know how to fight and all that shit. We gonna time is going. I told you, revelations, man. That nigga's going down.
Hey, yo, so this is live right now. That's why I'm screen sharing it. He's live right now. Wax Dog. This is him live right now.
You know, everybody go hit that nigga up in the comment section. Tell him to come outside, man.
Black in you, but every time you talk, Southside Jamaica, Queens, one and only Wax Dog. This ain't no YouTube character you listening to. Yo, am I always up? Slay. I talk that shit all the time. Fuck out of here. I ever let a nigga play with me.
You never disrespected nobody ever.
Okay.
Never.
My handle never called for disrespect, nigga.
Never.
Nigga ever violate me out and you already know what's up.
I gotta call you off for dudes, man.
Exactly.
That's
Real
a fact.
shit.
That's a fact.
This nigga tell me to fall back, don't do shit, nigga. And I listen to niggas when they try to drop jewels on me. Other than that, I go to jail behind a goofy nigga like you, boy. Who you playing with? Hit the like button. Anybody want to know who the fuck I'm talking about? I'm talking about this flat-faced, broke-nosed, fish-eye fool that's up on YouTube begging for cash apps, nigga. Saluting nobody. He be fronting. There don't even be nobody in the chat. He dropping links. How you dropping links and ain't nobody watching you? Got shit misconstrued. Let someone call Lisa Love a black bitch. Listen, and hold up. Oh, let me read some of this chat, because I'm going to clear some shit up right now. I'm going to clear this shit up about Lisa Love. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Love is not a man. Lisa Love is not a troll. And I've been fucking with Lisa Love before I knew most of the motherfuckers that's in this chat right now. I've been fucking with her for 2 years on Instagram, and I know her from someplace else. A whole different community. You know what I'm saying? So, all y'all on her top, I don't know if y'all got a personal with her. I ain't.
So let me stop that real quick. Let me address that. Because I was the first that said she was a dude. So I have to take that back, because obviously he knows her in real life, and it's not. It's a girl. So I can clear that up real quick. It's nothing. I can admit when I'm wrong. You got something to say, my guy? This shit funny as hell.
He's making his ass whip. That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to put that shit right back on. That's what I'm saying. You got anything to say?
Yeah, y'all already know. I told y'all the proof is in the pudding. All that gangster shit he's talking about. Look what's going on, y'all. So all y'all that's over there on his side and riding his nutsack, we're going to see what he going to say after this one.
Gonna jump in the middle of that, but she ain't a man and she ain't no troll, and salute to her. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never went against Wax, and I heard her on Dose Live saying she fuck with Wax Dog, so I'm gonna give her the same respect. Shout out to Lisa Love. You know what I'm saying? But on to this fucking, this nigga working at the, what a nigga working, putting up tents. Nigga put up tents 3 days a week for 35, 40 bucks a day and calling niggas dirty. They're calling me a dust head, nigga. Nigga don't never use no drugs, dust. I'm rolling up that fire green right now, you bitch. I don't smoke. I never used a drug. I never popped a pill. I don't even drink. I don't even drink liquor. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Paul Ramirez, David Coleman, I see you. Salute to everybody in the chat. Grizzly Moolah, you know who I'm talking about. Grizzly Moolah, what up, nigga? You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Broke Dose. And he's a crab. Get up out that hotel room, that motel with no holes in it. You know what I'm saying? You sitting back talking, you capping. You sitting back capping on niggas.
You're hiding.
That's way above you. You're not even on nobody's level. Everybody I know, Shanks King got a crib, got a Benz. My nigga I'm sitting with, the nigga I'm sitting next to, he just walked out his crib. We in front of his house. You know what I'm saying? Jay Quill, everybody's doing their own thing but you, nigga. You sitting there rotting in the hotel room, feet stinking. You know what I'm saying? Walking to the store. You can't even Uber. Get you one of them, get a skateboard, nigga. Skate to the store. You know what I mean? Let niggas see you rolling. You still taking selfies at the subway station? Mighty Gum? I'm gonna find out what hotel you at and slide the maid $50 to throw your dirty clothes in the garbage.
Yeah, he called him a body con. Did you hear that shit? He called him a body con. For those of you who Puerto Rican, you know what body con means. Yo, getting this nigga. He's getting.
We are five. Salute. Salute to I am her period.
Salute, brother.
Salute to the whole fam. Global
Salute
family,
your
what's good?
fam. For real, for real.
Bang, word, I already know y'all rock with the kid.
Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang.
I already know y'all fuck with me. I'm not doing this stuff. Yo, bang, bang, Lisa Love. That awful sound. What, if you got an issue with bang, Sexy Lady D, you already know that's my girl. Clear it up, because I'm not going to go at you. Patch it up, because she's solid as she could be. That's a queen. So if you can't get no knowledge, you can't learn nothing from her, separate from her, but don't go back and forth with her. That's my peoples and you my peoples. Clear that shit up, you know what I'm saying? Unless she talking about a different Lisa, because that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? Sexy D is my girl, and I don't think she really got no beef with you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to ever, strictly hip-hop, you already know. But I don't want to get off this French turd.
Yo, he called him a French
The
turd.
dude making a Frankenstein cigarettes. The builder smokes. Begging, thanking niggas for the cash app. He been begging online for 6 months and he got $100 up.
Wow.
Talking about me. I clear buckets and change off the cash app on a lawn without even begging y'all niggas. Word. And I cash app half of that shit out the same day y'all gave it to me because that's the type of time I'm on. Somebody talk some shit. This nigga, y'all seen that video he posted up? He did me, he did Quill, and he did Sexy Lady D. Like, where you think you winning, nigga? You not winning. You a clout chaser. You not black, you're Jewish. Word,
Hey, yo,
your face ain't round, it's
supposed to
flat.
be old
You
boy
don't got a
Crip,
black
right?
nose. You don't got black lips. When you smile, your mouth little. You got a little fucking.
I think so. I think that's in front of the hotel or the house.
I want he peeking out the window. You know, he's scared to death right now. He see that live. You know what I'm saying? He see that live. I guarantee you he see that live. Pussy.
Oh, my wife said that's his boy's house.
The ones that he be staying up in?
Yeah, I think that's his boy's house. Because my wife was watching a little bit before me. That's how I got it. That's why I'm streaming his live because he's live right now.
Right.
Yo, he is going. Yo, he's going, yo. Listen to this shit.
Putting this to his lips, smoking, steaming goddamn Newports or Marlboros or whatever you Arab smoke. Fuck you talking to? If I did drink, I have a big ass bottle. If I'm a stunt online for people, if I got people looking at me, nigga, I'ma at least play it off and give me a bottle, nigga. You like, yo, give me 3 shot bottles. You know what I'm saying? And 3 Lucy's, and that's all the money you got. That's when you get 3 shots and 2 Lucy's. And then you have to walk for that shit. Fuck, nigga. Stop going online sucking dick. I send you a salute to Mac Mean. You ain't know that was the homie, stupid? Yo, he's so stupid. He trying to make ties with niggas. Let me shout niggas out real fast. Here, I caught Denise Bird. I see you. Yeah, I'm talking about Arab / Swiss Dose. The nigga with the pie face and the broken nose up here slandering people. He's trying to jump around now, trying to make friends. Caught him in the homie Mac Mean chat. Salute. I salute your video. He not knowing that's the homie. Fuck out of here. You done off, nigga. Don't make friends, because anybody real is tapped in. Niggas know who Wax is. Niggas want to know who the fuck is Arab Dose. That's the question. Who the fuck is this black gum nigga smiling in the camera begging on YouTube? Let me spark this J up. Woosah. I done been on records. I done had records in the store, nigga. Wax Dog, The Medicine Man, Prince Poe, Southside, 135. I done had records in the store, nigga. I done got paid for shows. I mean, I done made my little money on the block, nigga. I was on the block doing what I want, nigga. You was on the block doing what you can. It's a difference. Nigga never ran me from nowhere. Niggas ain't never tapped my pockets. I wasn't never ready for a nigga to leave my house and they told me they wasn't going nowhere. That's a death sentence. Fuck you talking to? Come to my house and tell me you ain't leaving and see if niggas ain't carrying you the fuck out. Niggas gonna be holding you together trying to get you up out of there. And niggas is punking you. And you got niggas going to the gas station stealing you toilet tissue to wipe your Greek ass. Dose the Greek, Chris the Greek. Hashtag who broke your motherfucking nose, nigga. Cause I'll break that shit again. I hit that shit, make your shit look right, nigga. Punch your shit back in place, fuck nigga. Stuff you look in the mirror like, oh shit, good looking.
I was gonna stop this, but my wife said he's about to go ham on Collie
Put your
Crips.
shit right back in order, nigga. Bust your lips all up. You fucking with the right one. Salute to the villains. Stop the Front Street ENT. We out here, nigga. And niggas gonna be in the studio. Niggas got other shit to do. Niggas ain't up. Collie Greens. Hold up. Wax Dose had 80 in alive yesterday. Yo, This same nigga, this say, hold up, everybody look at Kylie Greens. Don't block this big sucker yet. Kylie Greens, go suck your father's dick and eat your mother's poom poom. This nigga is Dose Dick Rider, cheerleader. He's probably the nigga that mailed him the gallon jar of Vaseline. I blocked this fuck nigga out of Donna's chat yesterday. Yo, Snap Turtle, what up? The definition of anarchy. Read this comment, right? Hold up. I want to read this comment. He says, Wax, Dose had 80 in his live yesterday. This is not working, bro. Okay, right? I got 74 on my live right now. You dick licker, right? Yesterday, my video I did, I got 1,200 views on my video with about 140 likes and 2 dislikes. That video Dose did with the alleged 80 people in this chat, that shit's struggling to get 700. What the fuck is you talking about? Stop cuffing that nigga balls. Get the fuck off my page. Dose is a wannabe, and you a wannabe supporter. You can suck Dose dick, cause I ain't gonna invite you to my dick, nigga. I don't know you. Like I said, go suck your father's dick. Go lick your mother's cunt, nigga. You ain't lit. Dose ain't lit. Ain't nothing trying to work, nigga. I've been told you. I don't give a fuck about YouTube or views. But I guarantee you, when this live is done, I'm going to have more views than French Dose, and it's going to get hella more likes. The only likes I get on my videos is from French Dose and that cocksucker, that's cocksucking meth head with no teeth that be stealing bars. That nigga's spitting straight bars and spit the teeth right out of his goddamn mouth. Kylie Greens. Matter of fact, Kylie Greens, go hit those cash out because they're about to put them out. It's $254. He about to get put out, so go wire him $20. And send him another 10 for a haircut. And some Beijing bum ass niggas. Kylie Greens, you a whole dick rider. I just buried you, nigga. So the next time niggas see Kylie Greens, the dick surfer, the nigga that's riding wood on the internet, you already know what time it is with that cocksucker. Nathan Gray was good with it. I'm up here flaming Greek Dose. He's half Greek and half Arab, calling people niggas on the internet, trying to find a wave. But he ain't official, and niggas ain't rocking with him. He painted himself in the corner going against Wax Dog and didn't even know it. Jimmy, what's up? Hit my line when this live stream go off so we can laugh about this nigga. And you know how I give it up. You know me in real life. Y'all see James Grant? Look in the chat. There's a nigga in here laughing it up. Name's James Grant. He know me in real life. Ask him, is there something sweet about your boy? I'll wait. And you know I got that.
Hey, yo, I can't front. Hey, yo, Grins. Hey, yo, this nigga killed my chat, yo. He killed my shit, yo. Yo, I had like 20-something motherfuckers in there. Yo, we was just down to 9. He killed that shit. Everybody went over there. He's still spazzing on him. Shit is real, man. When you do fuck shit, that's what we talking about. When you give the YouTube universe fuck shit, this is the response you're going to get from the YouTube universe. So when you say, what can I do to make him better? Shit, he got to make himself better. It is what it is, man. We over here talk about politics. I had to throw that in there real quick because you know niggas fuck with Wax Dog. That's our guy. You fuck with Wax. Salute the Wax. Shit crazy, yo. Yo, he went ham. Wax Dog went ham. But I'm about to end this for now, man. See what's cracking out there. You know what I mean? I'm about to watch this nigga Wax. I'm still watching this shit. This shit got me dying laughing. Yo, Grizzly. Yo, Grizz. Yeah, I know. He's stuck. I'm about to remove him because I'm about to end this. Yeah, so I'm about to end this live. As you can see, that nigga going ham still. Salute to all of y'all. Thanks for everybody who hit that Cash App. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who hit that like button. I appreciate everybody who commented. I appreciate everybody who subscribed. Go subscribe to I Am Her, period. You see it behind me. Go subscribe to her. Let me get out the way right there. Go subscribe to I Am Her, period. Thank you for everybody who hit that subscribe. Thank you for everybody who hit that Cash App. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm about to end this live. I'm about to go check Wax, dog. This thing got me dying. I might do a live after. Salute to y'all.